number 33.
Correct.
And I'm so used to seeing those tees. The foul was on Alan Card, and so the Blue Jays will go to the free throw line. I want to tell you a little bit about the Animal Club, and we'll find it right here, telling you the kids and adults can take a fun and educational journey into the world of animals on Animal Club. Join host Tim Nowicki and his guests as they explore a variety of animals and interact with kids in a classroom setting. Don't miss Steve York of Science Discovery as he talks to kids from Scotch Elementary School, home of Debbie Shaffrin. Tune into the Animal Club on Mondays at 8 o'clock, and Saturdays at 5:30 on Continental's LO11. And talked to my sister-in-law about the fun that the kids had with taping that show. And keep an eye out for it on LO11, and James Harris will go to the free throw line. Frank's starting to make his notes now of players that are starting to impress him, and he can't wait to see again. Harris is one of them, and he's got
I spend the basketball season falling in love with people, and he's number one on my list. But I'll tell you, I like Jenkins. There's two real good, solid ball players, and Corwin Ahmad's going to come on as the season goes.
We will be back here on the 17th to see Oak Park and Rouge, and it's about the only thing James Harris has done wrong tonight. Nakia Dexter knocks it down in midcourt, walks with it, no call. He puts it up, can't get it to go, and a great tip in by Terry Lowe. Oh, Terry Lowe right underneath the basket on the spot. Got away with one there, though. Alan Card answers.
You give Alan Card that rhythm, that ball's going down.
It's a 12-pointer with 4.5 to go in the quarter and the game. Oak Park's got a date with Inkster. Harris pulls up, fires, no, ball loose, gets who? He puts it up and puts it down. 15 for Harris, 55-41.
Jenkins answers that one with a nice, great feed by Corwin Ahmad.
18 points for Rich midway through the fourth quarter. Harris, little touch pass to Dexter, back to Vince Ball, and he puts it down. Vince Ball has 7. Jenkins quickly down the other end of the floor. He's got 20. 57-45. They're going to stop here. They'll turn the crowd right back in their favor. Terry Lowe underneath the Newble.
Excellent pass to Newble. That's the new Southfield. That's the difference.
Exactly
a year ago, somebody would have tried to dunk that and missed it and given the other team something to cheer about.
We got a push underneath, something going on. And now Corwin Ahmad tries to get in the middle of it. What basically happened was if they'd have let the guys just settle it themselves, there was a little bump going on underneath. And really nothing very much. And sometimes it doesn't take very much, though.
Well, like most of the time, it's the people who walk in, put their nose in that create the problem.
Exactly.
The two gentlemen, they're battling for position. If you're an athlete, you go and you play hard and you battle for position. And sometimes you lose a little bit there. But you regrip it, you respect one another, and it's the man who steps in that creates the problem.
Exactly. I think that, Jenkins was stepping away and was just going to tap hands. Let's watch. This is what you were talking about, the new Southfield.
Yeah, there's good penetration, which we, old coach loves it, penetration with the pass. And there's the feed off. And a year ago, what Southfield would have done is they would have gone up with the basketball without the extra pass and missed it. And their opponent would have been going the other way and picking up momentum. Excellent pass, excellent lack of selfishness.
Roger Patty, the official, one of the officials, is talking to the players, and as he's been talking to them, the opposite teams have been shaking each other's hands, and I really think that it was just something that happened in the heat of the moment. The foul was on Terry Lowe. That's his 4th. And Vince Ball got a technical, so that will be his 3rd. And the free throw is made by Bernard Tynes. Tynes, actually, that's only his second free throw of the year. He's 0 for 1 in the first 2 games combined. Had a half a free throw in each game.
And you know, I'm sitting here observing the crowd and observing the people, and as we said earlier, these people are all friends most of the time, and it's a good rivalry, and things are back together, and it really was one of those things that should have never happened.
Yeah, it was. He made them both, and we should point out, Frank, the brand new rule this year: if you get a technical foul, it also counts as a personal and a team foul. So you actually penalize your team by getting a technical beyond the points. 12-point game, 3 minutes to go. It's a 3 if it goes. Oh, count it for 2.
Well, Card's getting his rhythm, and that could bring you back in a hurry if he could take a couple threes down. You need a stop, and you need a bucket.
Yeah, but you can't stop this guy. He almost got it to go. James Harris commits the, will go to the line, and we're going to get a foul. I'm going to check and see who it's on, because I think it might have been on Battle, but we'll check it. As we see Lawrence Beal in the basketball game for the first time, number 11, who is a 5'9" junior. I don't know who that foul was on. It was on Beal. Official had 2 fingers up on the right hand, and I wasn't really sure what that meant. Harris at the line. He has 15 points, 4 out of 5 for the line. A passel of assists and steals to boot.
He's got a nice stroke, and we talked about his shooting ability in the opener, or in their opening ball game. He's got a great stroke, and I can't talk enough about his quickness. Every coach loves quick people, because that's one thing you can't coach. You can't coach someone to be quick.
Missed that one. Good job by Vince Ball to come down with it. So we'll catch a foul underneath on, looks like Alan Card.
Foul number 4, Alan Card. That's his second.
2 on Card. Vince Ball will go to the line.
Well, one thing that Harry Vanderbrink's going to, I know, emphasize this week is when you've got somebody to the point where you can open the game up and finish it, you've got to do it. Southfield got a little bit out of control for 2 or 3 minutes there when they actually had the chance to take this game and put it away and put it in their pocket.
12-pointer now, Battle. Out to Beal. Through the legs of Jenkins. Interesting that Howard would bring in somebody this late in the 4th quarter that had not played the whole game.
Well, he may be a downtown shooter. You know, you want to get somebody in there who's going to be able to potentially put those 3-pointers in.
One of the few non-bad pass turnovers, I guess. We haven't seen a lot of traveling. We haven't seen a lot of double dribble. Most of the turnovers have been baseline violations and that stuff. 3 for Card if it goes, and it will take a trip east and out of bounds. Actually, it's a trip.
Well, I think they're going to answer your question right now why he substituted there. He wanted to get certain people off the floor to talk to him, to give them their instructions for the last 2.5 minutes and try to steal this game back.
And that group will include Brown. Oh my. Harris knew that he was in no man's land, and he went out where there were blue shirts. Go to the Oak Park basketball. Carl Brown is out there. Joel Pryor, Corwin Ahmad, Alan Card, and Sean Brown. Blue Jays have James Harrison, Nakia Dexter, and Vince Ball, and Terry Lowe. And the 3-point opportunity, Carl Brown gets it down.
One thing about these 3-pointers, I never coached it because I was out by the time that they started using them. But it can bring you back. 3 stops and 3 buckets, and all of a sudden it's a tie ball game.
Brown picks up his second. I don't think Carl Brown has 4 fouls. I think what's happened here is they've got the Carl Brown and the Sean Brown all together because each of them have 2 fouls. We're going to go with my score sheet, because it doesn't matter. If a guy fouls out, it's going to be because they say so, not because I say so. Terry Lowe gets it to go. He has a total of 13 points.
He's had a big second half.
And he has both free throws, too. 14 points, 4 out of his last 4 from the line. It's an 11-point game, and the Oak Park fans making some noise here. Jenkins back out to Pryor, fakes the 3 because there are 3 Blue Jays there. And that one went off of Sean Brown and out of bounds, and the Blue Jays will have it. Now let's see how they handle the trap.
Well, they're coming at him with pressure, but they've hit the free throws, and that's what they've forced Oak Park to get into that foul situation. And you just don't want to put the Blue Jays at the line right now.
Ahmad to Card. Harris cuts him off.
Oh, is he quick?
Harris makes the save, and a great play there by Mike Terry to come up with the ball. And Terry Lowe throws it up and down. Oh, my.
Oak Park has a breakaway. Harris comes out of nowhere for the steal, the save, the everything. What a player. When
you play Southfield this year, you're going to have to get your shots up in a big hurry and preoccupy their defense. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. An 11-point basketball game, and a chance to thank the Howards, Golding, and Stone here at Oak Park. And the Harrys, Harry Carinci, no, I should have said that because Art's not listening. Art Carinci and Harry Vandenbrink at Southfield. Well, Bone got that one, and then Card answered nicely. Card has 16 points, and he's got 10 in the fourth quarter. Harris off the baseline, partially blocked by Card. All sorts of pressure. Corwin Ahmad spins away, and Harris with the foul, but
it's just going out on the side.
15 foul. We're going to see if we can round up Mr. Harris and maybe talk to the coach a little bit. But I'll tell you, if I'm Howard Golding, this is a young team, you want to get them a victory. Howard's very concerned about getting him a victory in the next week or two because you want to go into the league season knowing that you can win. But they played very, very well tonight.
Well, they've got a very ambitious schedule, and that makes you stronger to a point, but you've got to get in that W column just to know what it feels like.
Sean Brown. His first bucket of the game. He has 3. Winding it down now, an 11-point game, and it will be a 13-point game as Terry Lowe cranks it up to 18. Underneath the Card, he'll lay it up. So impressed as we were with James Harris, Alan Card, and Richard Jenkins, impressive as well. So the Southfield Blue Jays knock off the Oak Park Knights for the first time in their history, only the second time they've met. So the visiting team comes a-calling each of the last 2 years and comes away with a victory. Our final score of the Southfield Blue Jays 71, the Oak Park Knights 60. And we'll be back to talk to the coach and a player or two when we continue from Oak Park in just a moment. Well, a big win for the Southfield Blue Jays, their second win, but probably against a little bit better opponent or a little bit more formidable foe than they had last week. Coach Frank and I referred to this as the new Southfield Blue Jay basketball team. I know you have got to be a lot more confident going into each and every game than maybe you were in the years past.
Well, we scrapped the whole system from the past, and we just decided to really go with a man-to-man offense. We got the speed this year. We got some shooters. We got some kids that really want to play, give it 110%. So I like the results after just the 2 games. And this is an emotional game. It's we're the big kids on the block, and Oak Park's got something to prove. And that's basically the attitude we have going into this game.
Did you get the performances from everybody tonight that you expected? Because the scoring was spread out real nicely, and the rebounding. It just looked like everybody was doing everything they had to do.
Well, it's a team concept. I pass to you, pass to me, and I think the kids really enjoy those assists and helping each other out and helping each other look good.
One of the things that you and I talked about the other day, and Frank and I talked about during the game, and that is that this year it just seems like the focus on this basketball team is on the coaching staff and not on a lot of the outside things that really tore this team apart. Because every year Southfield goes in with probably as much talent in the league, and then they become disappointing. And it's not because the talent's not there; it's just because the guys aren't playing up to their potential.
Right, and it's, and when you introduce a system and the kids aren't responding to it, what do you do halfway through? Do you scrap it or start over, or do you continue? And